All right, we got the old girl in here. It's time to put her in winter trim. We gotta drain the Renegade 98 out. Put in some 93 yellow fuel. All right. Here's the winter time. I will say, having a drain on here, hell of a lot easier than sticking the hose on it or whatever I was doing before. Much easier. Did have to bend the license plate, but that's fine. Got the blue fuel out. Yellow fuel going in. Fills itself. Imagine that. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Here it is. Think. Fuel graph, fuel table, learn table, something. Alright, I figured it out. Minty. Oh, coolant spill yesterday, so we're filling her back up. Got the pump gas in it. It ain't smell like a race car anymore, but we're gonna back out, let it run. Definitely not smelling like a race car. Smells like regular traffic now. Unbelievable. Hold on, I'll spill that. Alright, she's all good. We had an issue with a Rife sensor. I'm going to test it manually in a thing of hot water with a ohm meter to make sure that the sensor is bad and that I didn't have the scaling in the Holly messed up between Holly or GM sensor and the Rife. I know they got a little bit different table, so I popped the OEM GM sensor in it. Temperature is working the way it's supposed to be working. Fans are working. Water pump's working. Burping the cooling out of it, or the bubbles out of the, air out of there. Got pump gas in it. Ready to rock and roll. Cookie Monster's over here eating frozen cookies. All right, got her up on the lift. We're gonna take this tire off. So we can try to put a small tire on it, get rid of this. I don't even know what size this thing is. 3118 by 15. Wish me luck. Any commentary?
I can't commentary. I'm eating cookies.
Commentary.
I'm on a diet. I'm eating Mrs. Fields cookies. For my favorite Snap-on man. What am I commenting?
Nothing.
Lefty Lucy?
Lefty tighty.
Okay, here's a wheel documentary. Lug nuts, turn left. Unless it's an old car. Then they could be reverse thread.
Not on the, oh yeah, on the left side it would be. Sorry. It's my first day. Now let's see.
Let's check out the boys' Mr. T starter kit. Oh, look at Mr. T starter kit.
We're nobody's fool, but I pity the fool.
The problem with big tires, you can't take them off. Stupid design. Who was the stupid that wanted these? Unbelievable.
Okay, on to plan B.
Check back for plan B. Let the air out of the tire.
Wait.
That. In place of that. Alright, it's kind of sketchy, but I put a tube inside there. That's not meant for a 15 wide wheel. No nut on it. I mean, it's on there. Don't know that I would drive down the road like this, but let's go throw it on and see what it looks like.
Stupid.
Alright. As you guys seen, we got the 275 on the 15 wide wheel, which was also on that 31 by 18 radial. So 275 on that 15 by 15 wheel. Talked to a couple race guys and chassis guys, and they said unless I'm running on what's called a fly paper track, I don't want a 15 or 14 wide wheel. Reason being is it doesn't allow the sidewall to do anything on the radial. So I'm going to stick with a 12 to 13 wide wheel. Thankfully, I have one of a friend of ours, Doc Z's 13 wide wheels here that we threw a Mickey Thompson on. So I'm using that for mock-up. And as you guys can see, I ain't even close. Not even remotely close. So the rear end that Quick Performance is building for us needs to be put on hold for a second because it needs to be wider. And I'll show you here roughly how much wider it needs to be. And this is all just rough measurements. So right now this axle or this rear end, this flange to flange is 34 1/4, and then axle flange to axle flange is 39 1/4. We need to go basically 6.5 inches wider on the rear end. So a foot basically wider. But what I'm gonna do, because I can play with wheel offset, because this is I think it's a 13-inch wheel with a 4-inch back spacing. So I could go 5 inches wider on each side, and that will make it so I can play with wheel offset and move the wheel in and out. At least get me in the ballpark, because right now, not in the ballpark. Perfect for, not even those, but perfect for big tires, but not perfect for small tires on big wheels. It's still like the outside of the wheels here with these wheels on it. So I got to put AFCOs in the front here, because right now I have the stock struts welded and welded a washer on there that gets your ride height. But I'm going to put the AFCOs in with the Racecraft, whatever they are, Racecraft spindles. I'm not going to put those spindles in because they came out with billet ones, and I want to see if I'm going to go with the 2-inch lowering spindles or stock height spindles. Once I get all that figured out, be able to get this thing on the ground, measure ride heights, and then maybe order some coilovers for the back. Spring rate, don't know yet, but we're getting there. Just toss this little video clip in here. Oh, wrong way. There we go. It's the end of an era. End of an era for a car in the fleet. The OG beater going to a new home. I put some race fuel in it. Some 87 race fuel. See if we can't get this thing fired up. Get out of here. I don't even know where the gas store is. Never mind. It's in there. Found it. All right, we dragged it in. Got it fired up. Got a big tire on this side, small tire on that side. Nitrous plates off. Off to the Derby it goes. I think still got power steering. Hell yeah.
Get your wood, boy. It's all good stuff. It's all good wood.
A tutorial on how to take a wheel off. Put the gun in backwards mode. just like TBMs. Minus the caliper and the weight and the resistance. Well, I mocked this up in there. Yep. That thing. That. The caster camber plate from BMR. It all fits in there nice. However, I want some adjustability in the strut to be able to move it in, left, right, all that happy jazz. So I'm going to cut all this stuff out. Basically just match up this. I'm going to hog, I shouldn't say hog, but I'm going to favor the rear more because I want to be able to tip the strut back farther. I mean, you're not typically going to tip the strut forward, so farther back is better in my opinion because the coil spring, or the coil over on here, actually hits up inside here unless you have it perfectly straight. So like I said, we're going to mark this out, cut it, then also cut out this because we're going to run another one of these bars up from the frame up to here and get rid of this because the turbo's going to go there. Then I'm thinking about cutting out that bulge right there for the coil spring pocket, but to be determined on that. This is first. All right, we got all that, or we got that all lined up there. Again, it's just at the very edge of there. I popped the retainer off, but with it bolt in there, it's right at the edge of there. Same thing here. Well, this side has more room to go this way, but it just won't, so. So obviously this fits on there, but this circumference right here is smaller than here. So we'll go on the inside of the line, but there's probably a better way to do this, but we'll just use this because it works. So put that there, that there. I've looked at other caster camber plates. Other companies make them. I ordered the BMR ones 4 years ago. Is there other ones that are better? I don't know. But I don't think these won't not work. So, I guess we'll get to cutting.
I was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break my glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Go! To last with the webs I'm weaving, I could change the.
This big thing is pointless because I don't have a coil spring in here anymore. And then this is pointless because I said so. So we'll cut all this out. Make some plates in here to strengthen it, but yeah. Let me get this off because I keep hitting my little fucking leg on it, so. Probably need this for support, but there's my line. It's looks a little crooked, but it's not. I used the tape line. So basically we're gonna cut out that whole piece in there. And again, run another bar, 1.25" bar from, I don't have to decide if I'm gonna plate it here. Well, it'd probably be here. And run it up, or if I'm gonna do it from the inside of the frame rail, run it up to tie into there. We'll see. First things first, cut that out. little recap of what I did so far. Cut that whole pocket out. So that pocket there was here. Well, not that one, but got it all cleaned up. I got to get some acetone on this and clean all the undercoating off of there, but they get that cleaned up because that is a seam right there. So we're going to weld that back shut. Probably don't need to, but we're going to weld that guy shut. There's no seam here. So we're just going to clean this up a little bit more. Obviously paint all that up. And I decided that I'm not cutting this out. I've seen a couple other people that have done it. It's a project because, see if you guys can see this here. Probably can't because of the light. And I don't have a light on me. But this is doubled, maybe even tripled. But it's pretty thick. So it's where the K member mounts and all that happy jazz. So you know what? I decided just gonna keep it on there. The coil spring doesn't hit it. If I need to cut off a corner of it, I can notch a corner of it, but I'm not cutting this whole thing out and plating it. Too much work, not necessary. So just gotta finish cleaning that. I ordered DOM, not DOM, chromoly. So once that gets here, we can make these bars to go up to the strut brace, and then this side will be done. I think I'm going to put this side together because I don't really need to do anything here per se. After, obviously, I got to clean this off first, but yeah, I'm going to throw that side together. All right, we got the AFCO all mocked up in here. My welder's here waiting for his turn. I gotta figure out where to set this spring because I have no idea. Mount the spindle on or the hub on here. Put the brakes on it. Then do that side. Well, that's a wrap for tonight. You're hungry? Look like you're withering away over there. Got the right side strut tower or wheel well all cut out, all cleaned up, ready to be welded after I get the tube. Got the BMR caster camber plate in, open up the holes in there. Those clear by a mile. Got the AFCOs in there. Racecraft spindles, strange hubs, strange brakes. About ready to do wheelies. The turbo probably still won't fit here, but it'll look cool. Well, that'll about conclude the end of this episode. Episode 1 or 2 or whatever of however many episodes we're doing. But as you've seen, pardon me, we cut this side all out. I cut that side out. I didn't video that side, but that one's all cut out. Strut and caster camber plate are in. I stopped because I lost these little, where are they? These little lock thingies. They go, it's like lock washers. I lost 3 of them. Don't know, somewhere between here, home, and Connecticut and wherever. So I called it BMR. They're sending me out a package of those. It'd be good to have extras anyway. So I didn't put this side all back together, or all together. That side is minus the brake caliper and pads. This side not, but it's all prepped and everything. I ordered from McMaster Car today some 1.25 inch tubing that I'm going to use on here and there to match the front like this. Probably don't need it, but I'm doing it anyways. Just had rigidity and I like to overkill everything, so that's that on the front suspension. Was going to do some lighter control arms, but I'm just going to run what I have for now and get this thing together and done. or closer to being done, rather than keep spending money pointlessly. I can change those in the future. I don't need to spend $600-700 on tubular fancier control arms right now. I can wait. So same thing goes for caster camber plates. Is there better ones out there? Maybe. I don't know. But for now, we're going to use these. Got the AFCOs. Might convert to like long travel Mustang stuff in the front if it allows me. But that's the update for the front. Update for the back is I'm having some quotes done. Might be getting sponsored by Quick Performance for a rear end, so that'll be cool if that happens. I also have my buddy Noah Stein quote me out of the Tin Soldier rear end. I really like the Twin Soldier one, but I also have Kevin from KSR pricing me out a Mosier, him building a rear differential. So got a lot of options on the table. But for now, we're just waiting and doing some chassis stuff. Next video, I'll have this all back together, and I think I'm going to put the original Ranger motor in, that Gen 3 rod and piston deal in here for a mock-up to see if we have room to put those HPT turbos back here, which was the reason that I cut these out. I may have cut them out prematurely, and I didn't need to because the turbos might not fit here, but it is what it is. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you go over and hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to try to keep these videos going at least bi-weekly, maybe weekly, and really stay up on top of this YouTube thing because it's kind of fun. Kind of fun doing this build stuff. So that's it. Oh, head over to FBK, or not FBK.com, FatBoysCustoms.com, and there's some information about Fat Boys Customs and Dad and I. But go over to the merch section, grab some merch. I got some more stuff that I'm going to put up there, and I might do another shirt here in a little while, but that's it.